Welcome to Chapter 4 webcast. This is Kristen Weston, and here are my top 4. We're going to start with the reclining nude. Valdon's reclining nude portrays the reality that is a woman's beauty. The title, Reclining Nude. Artist Susan Valdon. She's French. It dated in 1928. And it is an oil on canvas lined. Unlike many of her counterparts at the time, Susan Valdon's reclining nude draws out more of the truth and the beauty of a woman. Most of the people that she worked with, the painters and the artists in the community working on female nudes, were men. And usually they seem to be over-invested in the goddess Venus and the idea that linked her to a man's ideal woman. Well, in her painting, Valdon's reclining nude, she confronts the viewer as through a gaze in proximity. The picture seems plain at first, but she seems to obscure her body, crossing her legs and covering her breast, and her pose invokes a gesture of modesty. Her face appears tired and even a little indifferent, which in truth, isn't that the real beauty of a woman? Her modesty and, yes, her indifference. And although some would say that the brushwork and the black outline is not clean and a little bit unsteady, the truth is it brings out the emotional rawness. And by cropping the couch, you may at first think that it's unimportant. It's just a prop for her to lean on. But in truth, for a moment, picture the couch red. Yeah, changes the whole dynamics of it. Now, picture the couch square. Doesn't quite work the same, does it? See, the curves of the couch, well, they complement the curves of the subject. And the green color she uses molds and melts with the skin, hair, and the eyes, creating a cohesion of color that's just pleasing and warm to the eyes, which again represents the true beauty of a woman. Number 3, Woman Eye. Should I say number 2? This painting is stripped from society's ideas of beauty, yet she still is woman. The painter is William D. Knowing, American born in the Netherlands. This painting dates in 1952. It's oil on metallic paint on canvas. When De Knowing began Woman Eye, many of his peers saw it to be violent and objectifying. I don't agree nor disagree. I have to admit, when I first saw it, I was frightened. Why would you paint a woman in such a manner? But then I could see her strength. And I love the way he stripped anything and everything that society could claim to be as her beauty, her curves, her hair, her eyelashes, her lips. They're all gone. Yet, she's still there. Not only is she still there, but she seems to be stronger, bolder, and more capable than ever. The surface of Woman Eye presents what can only be imagined as an endless possibilities of paint, ranging from thick to thin, rough to smooth, opaque to translucent. De Knowing altered colors and textures continuously. Woman Eye is a figure composed of rough black outlines, sweeping brushstrokes, broad shoulders, and ample bosom. She faced forward, with wide open eyes and virtually lipless mouth, bearing long teeth. Despite such a heft, she appears flattened and pressed up against. De Knowing encaptures both the endurement and fear of woman. The flame, its pure intensity and rawness, a deeper look into ourselves. Painter Jackson Pollock, an American artist, dates 1938 and it's oil on canvas, mounted on fireboard. Jackson Pollock's The Flame, the pure intensity and rawness is almost erotic in this painting. It has such a primal emotion to it. It just causes you to pause for a minute. The painting's dynamics and contrast of light and dark play to the expressionist's moody, symbolic effects. Pollock's painting, with his flames that seem too thick, almost muscular, as if each stroke of the brush were embedded with his own anxieties. As best said by the publication by Art San Diego, Call for Artists and Galleries, The Flame is a semi-abstract representation of fire, hinting at human decay. The oil on canvas, with its dark, brooding colors and heavy brushwork, gives the impression of a skeleton's remains engulfed by flames. Pollock's use of color is revealing. It's the premise of the cumidine red and the yellow, white, and burnt umber show the influence of his early interest in Native American art. Native American culture symbolically used fire in certain rituals to represent cleansing and the vitality. And given that Pollock was afflicted with alcoholism and underwent treatment on several occasions, this painting may be a representation of regeneration. Fourth, last but not least, the swing, for its not so innocent playfulness. The artist is Jean-Henri Fergard. It dated in 1976 and it's oil on canvas. The sweet and not so innocent playfulness of this 1976 The Swing is why it found its way on my top 4. The swing is the central focus of this painting. The young woman dressed in pink. Oh, what a flirty color. She's enjoying some not so innocent fun as her husband pushes the swing with his smile on his face, unknowing, as the woman's lover is taken back by just the sight of her ankle. The area around the swing is far more colorful than the background, meaning our attention will immediately be drawn to the key parts of the work. In fact, you might even miss the statues in the background. One, a Puto representing passion with its finger to his lips, suggesting a secret that we must now keep hidden. With his play of colors and portion, Jean-Henri Fergard perfectly displays the ideas of desire, power, and sexual freedom of his time. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation of my top 4 pieces of artwork and why I enjoyed them so much. Thank you.